Triumphant champion of Ithaca. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin, and today we're listening to the band Mostly Autumn with their song Western Skies. This is off of their album White Rainbow, which was released in 2019. This is a viewer's choice by Carter Link. Carter, thank you as always for the recommendation. Last time I listened to Mostly Autumn, I accidentally listened to the wrong song. It happens, I'm sorry about that. So I'm here to correct the mistake as many months late as I might be. What are you guys going to do after watching this video? What are you going to do? Me? I'm probably going to record one more. After that, I have to edit some videos so I can get those out because I slightly mismanaged my schedule and I don't have anything after tomorrow. So, you know, it happens. Anyways, you guys are more than welcome to join me on Twitter. You can join me in the comments down below. I hope you're having a good day. And let's do it, even though I don't have the song up immediately. But that's okay, I can talk my way through it. There it is. This is Western Skies by Mostly Autumn. I almost let it go to the next one. Almost, almost. I'm really curious and I'm tempted to. I'm not going to, but I'm tempted to. That's the kind of song that I like. If it leads me into wanting the next one, what better album or songs could you ask for? Okay, so I was actually pleasantly surprised by this song, not because I was underwhelmed at any point during the song, but because when it began, it started off as like a symphonic folk kind of song, which has sounded really good. It was very powerful. I love the flutes in there, the singing. The singing, who's the singer? Let me pull it up here. Singer, I'm assuming it's Olivia Sparnin. Olivia has an absolutely ethereal voice. It's like a dove that just soars above the music. It's wonderful. I love her singing. It's very powerful, it's very clean. Can't ask for anything better. About halfway in the song, when the build up and the break happened, I didn't know what it was building up into. Now, I'm familiar with a lot of symphonic metal. I don't really listen to it a lot, but I'm definitely familiar with it. I definitely cut my teeth on a lot of symphonic metal, starting with Nightwish, getting into Epica, a little bit of Within Temptation, Symphony X, love Symphony X. Even though I felt that this song could maybe get into that territory, I didn't really think that they were that type of band. Just from what I was hearing in the beginning, and I didn't really look up anything about them. There's a line between rock and metal, and they definitely just peeked over the edge. They peeked over the edge just kind of looking at metal like, do we want to go there? And for a brief moment, they kind of did. With the constant beat of the bass drum that seemed like it could have definitely gone into a double bass pattern typical of metal, and especially symphonic metal, when it builds up into those climactic moments. The electric guitar, when that came in screaming. So now I'm left hungry. Now I'm left curious about what else they do. Is this sound typical of Mostly Autumn? Do they dip into metal a little bit? Or are they more of like a symphonic folk band like I kind of heard in the beginning? Because I was honestly, I felt like this was possibly like a modern day Renaissance in some parts. Now, I'd have to hear a lot more from them in order to really make that judgment, but just on a first listen and just to compare it to something that I know. I also just want to say that somewhere in this room is a mosquito, and it's already bitten me like 3 times. But the song carries a very strong and dynamic melody throughout. It's almost built like a power ballad with those slow and driving riffs, and the drums and the singing, of course, is powerful. So I feel like in listening to the album, perhaps, that this would be like a nice climax in the journey. So I'm curious about the song that precedes and then succeeds this song. But come on, this transition here in the break is already speaking metal. The build-up, this is like Nightwish, right? This sounds like Nightwish a little bit to me. And by a little bit, I mean like this sounds like Nightwish. Now, I'm not saying that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's just what it reminded me of, that mix between that very heavy symphonic and classical tone, bringing in the whole orchestra, mixing that, of course, with rock, perhaps even going towards metal. But even as it edged towards that line and sometimes peeked over it, I never felt like it crossed the line. It never did cross the line, actually. I'll even say that. Getting into the lyrics. Back in those days, lazy Sunday days, dreams of a time in black and white. Tick-tock we ride under the western skies, moon on our backs and fire in our eyes. As I'm reading it, I'm kind of getting the idea of looking back at the past, looking back at memories. Back in those days, those lazy Sundays, dreams of a time in black and white. So when you think of the past, you commonly think of television in which there was no color, it was just black and white, referencing possibly the name of the album, White Rainbow. A rainbow, obviously something that has color, but a white rainbow lacks color, more than likely black and white. Perhaps those memories of your past, maybe even going towards childhood, aren't as colorful as you remember them. But in the end, they say, ride away with me to the dusty plains, we'll be heroes again. Hold on to me, wild horses fly, ghost riders in the sky. So trying to reclaim that color, trying to look back in the past, maybe reclaim maybe trying to regain some sort of youthful vigor, some sort of energy that you had in the past when you were younger, but you've kind of lost it now. Something in that realm. I'm not exactly sure, but something in there. Great song, not my favorite, and I don't think something that I would necessarily come back to, but I am interested in the band and what else they can do. Give me some more. I'm curious. What did you guys think of the song? You can join me in the comments down below and let me know. You can join me on Twitter and let me know. And I hope that you guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.